Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hello, I am Samia and I am a flight attendant based in Lagos, Nigeria. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done that yet. Do it right away, and when you're done watching this video, please go back to my previous videos and watch them. I promise you're going to enjoy them. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to prepare for your cabin crew interview or your flight attendant interview, however you want to put it. So yes, as usual, I've been getting so many messages of people asking me, please can you do a video concerning this particular topic, but I feel like I'm not prepared enough to talk to you guys about it, and also I'm not an expert when it comes to this part of the job. I was thinking maybe I'm not so fit to tell you guys what to do and what not to do, but this is just going to be my personal opinion on how you should prepare for your flight attendant interview and what has worked for me. So if you're interested in this content, you can keep on watching. Welcome back guys. I'll be going straight into the point without wasting your time. So the first point on my list is you have to look the part. You have to be well groomed and you have to look well put together. So I'm going to be starting from your head down to your toes. First of all, as a lady, if you want to prepare for your flight attendant interview, your hair has to be well packed and well put together. Your ears and all your facial features has to show. So your hair is not going to be a distraction. I'm going to be putting pictures of how you should look, how your hair should look on the screen. If you go to an interview looking like me with my hair like this, I am sorry, you're not going to get the job. I'm going to put it straight out to you guys. Next to your face, your makeup has to be subtle, beautiful, soft, and yeah, beautiful basically. If you go to an interview looking like this with my face looking like this, I am sorry, you're not going to get the job as well. You also do not want to put fake lashes, something very, all over the place. Very soft makeup, very soft, subtle makeup that's going to, I actually believe that subtle makeups are usually finer. I don't care what you guys say, it's my own opinion. For makeup artists come for me, but yes, you have to look soft, you have to look beautiful. Very soft makeup, that is all you need. Do not go to an interview looking like me, you're not going to get the job. Now to your clothes, I advise that you check the airline you're going for, check what their uniform looks like, and dress almost like them. They're going to be like, oh, you don't want an interview, you are thinking, what is this girl going to look like? Look like it already and let them see and be like, oh, okay, this is our flight attendant, this is a flight attendant. I usually say this a lot. I feel like first impression matters a lot. When they see you, some of them can already imagine you wearing their uniform and working for them without even hearing what you have to say, without hearing what you have in your head. I feel like if they see you and you're beautiful enough for them and you've reached their standard, I feel like they don't even need to hear what is going on in your head. They are ready to teach you and put those things in your head by fire, by force. They are ready to put those things in your head by force. So why not just look the part? You can also put a scarf here just to look like a flight attendant. Also, wear your pop socks. Make sure your nails are well groomed. Manicure and pedicure, very important. For the guys, make sure that your hair cut is neat. I don't know, different airlines, different rules and regulations. Some airlines do not want beards. If that particular airline doesn't want beards, I advise that you cut it off. If you cannot sacrifice your beards for the job, then the particular airline is not for you. You have to search for an airline that accepts beards. Also, of course, your nails and your toenails has to be, your toenails, to be honest, nobody's going to see your toenails because you're going to be wearing shoes, but then again, you have to just look very neat. Also, your perfume, very important. Do not go into a place with one very strong perfume or with very body odor. A flight attendant is not supposed to be smelling in it, so you have to go in with something soft, something nice. You call attention at the same time you do not call attention. Don't do too much basically, and don't do too small. That will be all on looking the part. The next thing on my list is, since you're still at home, you have to compile necessary documents like your CV, your credentials, your pictures. Some airline require you to bring pictures along with you. Pictures, not your slay pictures though. Pictures of you, a professional picture of you wearing maybe a dress with a scarf on, your simple makeup, your hair put together, and then for the guys, of course, your blazer, your pant trouser, your shoes. put together also. Then any other documents that is required of you to bring, very important, make sure those things are in place. If you are licensed already, take your license along with you, and all other important documents, very very important. Compile these documents first thing before you try and put your clothes together, because your documents are very important as much as your looks. Much as your looks are important, your documents are also important, because you do not want to get there and them asking you for some documents and you can't provide it. You don't want a document, a particular document, to be the cause of you not getting a job. It doesn't even make any sense. So just pack everything that you need to pack. Now, after you already prepared yourself, your clothing, your documents, the next thing you want to do is to read. Go on internet and search for possible questions that could come up, that could be asked. You don't know what to expect when you get to an interview. I've gone to 2 different interviews and they asked me different questions in interviews, and there were different vibes, different everything. Like, no interview is the same. No 2 interviews are the same. 2 companies might not ask you the same questions. 3 companies might not ask you the same questions. Like, I've attended 2 interviews in my life, and these 2 interviews were totally different questions, different vibes, different everything. So you cannot say, because I've gone for this interview before, I'm going to prepare for this interview just like the way I prepared for that interview. You have to tick all the boxes. Read everything readable. Go on Google is your friend. I keep saying it. Do not be lazy about it. Go check for possible questions, possible things that could be asked. Read, for example, this question is very common. Tell me about yourself. As simple as it sounds, is a very difficult question. I believe that you should go on Google and read what to say. Do not rehearse it. Know it. Do not cram it, rather, because when you cram it, you can end up getting there and messing everything up. You do not want to do that. Understand what the question is all about and express yourself. So afterwards, now you are about to go for the interview. The moment you get to the airline's office for your interview, you want to keep a smile on. Your smile is part of your dressing. I should have mentioned that earlier, but you cannot be smiling at all. And the people be asking you, what is wrong with you? You cannot just be smiling. So the first thing you do when you enter the gate is smile. Very, very important. If you are the type to say, I don't smile, I'm not that friendly, you have to be friendly on this job, because you'll be meeting different people every day. Different kind of people. Beautiful, tall, short, slim, thick, nasty. Yes, I said that. So many people. So you want to keep a smile on, and they want to know that you're a friendly person. You can't say, because I don't make friends in real life, I'm not good with people, then the job is not for you. Then after you keep your smile on, you want to start greeting everybody from the entrance of the gate. There are some airlines that might put cameras from the entrance of the gate to see you, to see how respectful you are, to see how you can relate with people. So from the gate man, you want to start saying, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. Be nice to people. Very, very important. Now, when you enter the interview hall or wherever they put you, you want to interact with every other person that came there for the interviews, your future colleagues in quotes. So yes, you want to have conversations. You don't want to keep to yourself. You don't do that. The moment you do that, they start saying, oh, this person, is that they think you're proud, or they think you cannot communicate with people, or they think you cannot interact, or they think you're a shy person. And we do not need shy people on this job. So interact with people does not mean you're all over the place. You don't have to talk to everybody. Even if it's one person you decide to talk to, the person beside you, just have conversations. There's no way they'll put you somewhere for hours and you do not interact. It's not even possible. So you don't want to stay there and just keep to yourself. So yes, you interact with people. It is part of the interview process. Some airlines might not even want to ask you questions. I've heard of a particular airline. I'm not going to mention their name, but they say that this airline, the only thing they do is just put everybody in a particular hall and then leave you guys there with a camera watching you. They want to see if you're patient. They want to see if you can interact with people. They want to see how social you are. They want to see your posture. You don't want to be at the interview hall because you're tired and you just sit down with your legs wide open or in a classless way, slouching and everything. They just watch you in that place. Some people get tired and be like, why are you wasting my time? Is it because I'm searching for a job? And they leave. While some other people are very patient and they are there, the organizers come out. So you don't want to be that person that will be very impatient. You don't know what the interview is. It might be you walking inside the interview hall. That is your interview. So yes, you want to interact with every other person that is there for the interview as well. Also, I forgot to mention this. You have to show up early. Showing up early is very important. That is the first thing. After you're dressing, after you've compiled your documents, you want to show up early. Very important, because you want to know, if I employ this person, will he or she show up early for the job? I'm sure you guys have seen my previous vlogs. I wake up as early as 4 a.m. to report for a 6 a.m. flight. You guys know how I have to wake up very early to show up at work. If imagine if you're not flying international and you have to start working by 3 a.m. 2 a.m. you have to show up early. No excuses at all. No, nothing like I am sick. If you're sick, the airline has to know a day before or 2 days before. So you have to show up early. Very important. After all of this and it's time for the interview, you want to project confidence, positivity, warmth. You want to show that you are confident. All the interviews I've gone for, when I enter the interview room and I see over the first interview I went for, there were 5 people on the judges table and chairs. I was like, okay, what's going on? 5 people, 5 adults, 5 professionals, 5 people. And I wouldn't lie, I was shaking. And you know the first thing they said when I entered was, oh yes, this is a cabin crew, because I dressed like it. I feel like other people that went for the interview, they just dressed normally, nothing extra. They left their hair flying around. But I was taught during my initial training that you have to look the part, and that's what I did. And Ineki said, oh, now this is a cabin crew. I was okay. I was better. I felt okay. I was less pressured. I felt like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Yeah. So you have to, like, I wouldn't lie, I like to think that I'm a very confident person, but at the same time, when I entered that room that day, I was like, what is going on here? I'm going to mess this thing up. But surprisingly, I was able to, like, bounce back and get myself put together. I was able to answer their questions. Also, the second interview that I went for, and that is the airline I'm working with right now, there were over 8-9 people on a round table, people older than you, people that are old on the job, people, professionals, guys. And when I was talking, I wouldn't lie, my voice was shaky at first, and then I got myself back together and I was able to answer their questions and project confidence, positivity, warmth. You have to be confident, guys. Like, that confidence is very, 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 very important. If you are not a confident person, you have to go on YouTube. There are 1 million videos on how you can be confident. I recommend that you go to those videos and watch them. Very important. Then yes, also I've gone for an interview before that I had to write an exam. So I also think you should read your manuals. If you're a cabin crew already, or if you've gone for your initial training, you should know what your manual is. So you go to your manual and read on your equipment and every other thing that are necessary, safety. Yes, read everything that you need to read. I have also heard that some airlines require you to write mathematics and English exam. I don't know. So different airlines, different methods. I have never had to write mathematics and English in an interview, but I've had to write an exam before. I didn't even know I was going to write an exam. I didn't prepare for it. I was shocked when I was giving question papers and decided dropping people from that exam. Like, they failed the exam, they call out your names, you leave. So it was a process. The first process was the exam, and then the people that got below their pass mark were cut off. Then afterwards was your dressing. They looked at you, oh, okay, you look the part. And the third stage was the interview, where you have to face the judges, which that was one of my interviews. The other interview I didn't have to write an exam. I just faced the judges straight, and they judged my clothing and they asked me questions. So that'll be all on today's video. I hope I was able to give you guys a little bit of what I think. Disclaimer, I am not an expert when it comes to interviews. I am just telling you guys what worked for me, how I showed up for my interview, the things I did before and the things I did after, and it worked for me. I have a job now, so I believe that whoever uses this method might also and should also get the job. So see you guys in my next video. Also, do not forget to like my video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not done that already. Also share with your family and friends, and go back to watch my previous videos. Also, you can drop content ideas for me in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.